Hey guys, and here with another Konosuba Fantastic Days video. Okay, so today we have a couple of new things. A new event, a new banner, and also a new arena boss. But today let's focus on the new event itself. Okay, so indeed it was what we were expecting. A fire-based boss which is weak to water. Okay, so we have the Flame Kraken. This is after we had our Wind Physical Throw boss. And the new banner is featuring 4-star Darkness and also 3-star Yun Yun. What I really liked was the event story actually matches the banner as well. The theme was actually on point with the story, so go watch it if you haven't already. As for the boss fight, I'm gonna talk specifically for this fight, so if you have not watched any of my team building series, I highly recommend that you do so as I cover a bit more stuff in those videos. In the previous video, I covered the basics of event, boss mechanics, so be sure to watch that first. By the way, the new arena boss is weak to light and also water as well, so thankfully it's still kind of the same weakness as the event one, both afraid of water. And if you have a light unit, be sure to bring that as well. So let's start talking about the event, which is this Bounty Hunt Flame Kraken. It's kind of interesting what they are actually eating is related to the Kraken. As you can see, the color is actually similar. Okay, so again, our event is gonna last 9 days, so it might be just a regular 9-day event thing going on, maybe with a day off. I really enjoyed the day off, by the way. So do the event quest to get boss tickets, okay, which is right here, or these things here. And then the event mission, which is this thing here, which rewards you gems, medals, skill pots, and also the 3-star Mia. When you defeat the boss 3 times, you'll be able to get the 3-star event Mia as well. So instead of exchange shop we had in the previous event, we're gonna have these player medals that will be used to gacha for prizes instead. Okay, you can click here, confirm steps, which explains to you how we're gonna get our rewards. So right now I'm actually at step 1. I've actually gotten this already, and I'm gonna explain this in a bit. We're gonna get prizes like Mia skill pots, Aries medal, okay, this is an important one, and then some equipment recipes as well, along with materials. Okay, gonna cover that in a bit. Okay, so let's talk about the event quest itself. Unlike the previous throw event, there's a dedicated section for this event quest. Okay, as you can see here, there's normal 1 to normal 12. And then there's also hard mode, which is 1 to 4. And the hard mode is the same as the story hard mode, so be sure to clear these 3 times a day, as they do drop really nice stuff as well. On top of that, the hard mode actually dropped an average of 8 tickets per stage, probably between 7 to 9 tickets. And then the normal one actually dropped 3 tickets per stage, sometimes maybe only 2. But the normal one costs 5 stamina and the hard one costs 10. So that's the main difference. And then as for dailies, be sure to defeat the boss 3 times a day. I already completed that. So when you complete your dailies, you also get additional 10 medals. It's the first time you also get the 3-star Mia, which you can also bring along in this event as well. Okay, next I'm gonna talk about the boss battle. It's gonna split into 3 difficulties: normal, hard, and expert. Okay, so some basic things about the Flame Kraken is that it is weak against water. It uses fire attack. So basically bring as many water characters you can as possibly, and use fire physical defense items, like fire earrings, etc. And on top of that, it also has a bind status effect. Bind is kind of like a stun, so try to have bind resist as well in your team. You can actually craft anti-bind amulet as well. With that said, you might want to farm and craft for those equipment as mentioned. And next comes the follow-up question, which is which stage to run. So like a really rough calculation, the normal one costs you 15 tickets. If you can complete it, it will drop about 5 tokens. So if you divide by that, it's going to give you about 0.33 tokens per ticket. And then the hard mode, which costs 20 tickets, and if you can complete it in 2 runs, it's going to cost you 40. And hard mode going to drop about 20 to 25 tokens per run. So the boss is defeated. So it's on average 0.5 to 0.6 tokens per ticket. So most likely, everyone is going to be running auto hard, like when you clear 2 times. Of course, even better if you can one-shot the hard mode boss. And then finally, for expert, it costs 25 tickets, but it also drops a lot more tokens. I believe it's going to drop 75 tokens. So I would say if you can clear within 6 tries or less, the lesser the better, of course, then it's probably worth doing. Anything more, it depends if you want to really run it, but I would suggest making your team stronger before trying this. Okay, so like a rough calculation, 6 tries, you get an average of 0.5 tokens per ticket. So it's kind of like a hard mode, but you can only attempt it once a day. The rare drop probably have like a better percentage, but maybe not as much as we think. And then for 5 tries, you're gonna get about 0.6 tokens per ticket, which is like the point that better than hard. Again, you can only complete this once a day. And then 4 tries, you get 0.75 tokens per ticket. 3 tries, you're gonna get 1 token per ticket. But if you can one-shot the hard mode boss, okay, this one here in the middle one, it will be better running expert with 4 tries. Because if you can complete the hard mode in 1 try, which means 20 tickets per 20 to 25 tokens. Okay, so hard mode is probably the way to go. And one more thing to note, that you need to defeat the boss in 60 seconds. So I believe in this boss battle is more geared towards the DPS race, as much damage as possible before your team gets wiped out, versus like try to survive as long as 2 minutes before the timer runs out. The good thing is, even if you cannot complete it, you can actually attempt it again, and this means that you will always guarantee the tokens even if your team is not strong enough. Okay, enough talk about this, let's talk about the event draw itself. Okay, event draw, recruit. Okay, so the basics of this is you can actually do a pull and then go to the next step. You can click on reset and then move to the next step. Okay, so basically there's a pool of items in this. Okay, so step 1 to step 4, you're gonna get similar items, especially 1 to 3. Okay, step 1, you're gonna get the skill pots. Okay, and then the things to look out are Ares medals, and also there's a rainbow chalice here if you're actually looking for that. It depends if you want to aim for this, but just so you know, at step 5 it's gonna be repeatable. Okay, then moving on, step 2. Again, this is the reset item. You need to obtain this before you can move on to the next step, but be sure to grab the Ares medals as well. If you want the rainbow chalice, you can grab this at step 2. It's gonna be the same also. Just note that in step 2 there's a scroll for tornado spear if you're actually aiming for that. The material ore here. And then also similarly in step 3, to reset to the next step, you need to obtain the Mere skill potion and also Axis medal, which is a definitely must grab. And of course, don't forget the Ares medal as well. Okay, the same thing goes as here. And then we'll move on to step 4. Okay, step 4 is a skill pot instead of Mere skill pot, because you already completed, right? You only need 12. Okay, then you're gonna get a skill pot as a reset item. Don't forget the Ares medals, and then whatever that you're gonna grab this, and then we'll move on to step 5. Step 5 reset item is gonna be the tornado spear, and this will be repeated until the end of the event. So once you complete step 5, you will get a reset item. You can reset the whole thing as long as you get whatever that you want. Maybe you might want to aim for the rainbow chalice, or maybe the rainbow materials, the rainbow ore, or maybe the earrings, or the cyclone sword. This cyclone sword makes me think that the next boss is gonna be water based, since this is a wind element sword. So it makes me think that the next event gonna be water based, and then we'll be able to summon wind characters. It's gonna move something like that, is what I'm guessing, as we had this in the exchange shop for a previous event. Okay, finally let's take a look at my team. It's definitely not as good as the previous event, but this is probably what I'm gonna be bringing. Okay, this one right here. Okay, just a quick explanation. Okay, CeeLo as my main healer does okay because she's fire, not water, and I do not have a dedicated water healer, so CeeLo is gonna be fine here. And also the boss hits really hard, no single target. Especially his ult, kind of like one shot. It could potentially one shot any of my characters if it's not water based. And then swimsuit Melissa for the attack break to the boss, though the boss, as I mentioned, hits really hard. It doesn't do much AoE damage. The AoE damage kind of tickles, but the single target hurt. Honestly, Melissa is great as well because for the very small chance of inflicting haste, but I kind of prefer, like a more surefire of reducing the physical damage. And then finally, I have Water Crease in front. The main thing I want her is because of her ult, which does significant reduction to agility. The slower the boss hit, the more you can hit, kind of, like before your team get wipes out. But just note that even though the boss will hit slower with the agility down, the ult gauge still increases when you hit it. Just take note of that. So the boss could potentially just be doing ult whenever it comes his turn, and you can actually pull this off. Another reason is she actually has a minor chance to inflict haste. So if the boss misses, then your team can survive longer as well. And she also comes with a 15% resist bind. And just note that I actually equipped a 3-star layer 4 faster ult for her. I want her ult to go off as fast as possible. And then in the rear, I have the 3-star event Mia, which will act as a support mainly for heals and minor defense up. It's not gonna do that much, but it's not bad. She also has a defense break in case Melissa's ult comes too slow. Finally, I have Iris, 4-star Iris. I don't have much water options, so she's my best choice for DPS next. Gonna have some minus physical boost. That's about it for my team. Anyway, just a big no, don't bring any wind characters, as you'll most likely die very easily in this fight. The boss hits really hard. And if you have good water characters, just bring them along. Definitely worth investing in them if they are good units. Personally, I will just clear the expert mode daily plus 2 hard mode so that you can clear the dailies for a few days before farming more. I will use the stamina to farm for more gear for both the event and also the arena in the meantime. Since in my opinion, the only must-have things are the Ares medals in the pool, and the rest of the stuff are locked as reset items, the good stuff. So I feel overall this event doesn't need to farm as hard as the previous one. So I'm gonna just take this like the bonus event, because whenever you farm something, you're gonna get boss tickets, and then you use the boss ticket to fight Kraken for more rewards. And that's all for today. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys learned something from this video. Just an update overall on what's going on in the event. And I hope you guys, start building your water team, start farming for your fire earrings, etc. To be able to defeat this boss, as little attempt as possible. This is what I did the first run, but this is on manual by the way. So I'm probably gonna do this on manual, like for the first couple of days at least, because this is only capped at once a day. So I do not really mind doing that every day. But if you're lazy, of course, just do auto. It's fine as well if your team is strong enough. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and comment right down below what do you think of the new event, the new banner, and also the new arena boss. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.